I love Larceny. I really do. Hey guys, welcome back to this show. I am Eric. This is Phil.
I'm here against my will.
Oh shit. We're going to do something a little different this week. Definitely wanted to thank y'all for the subscriptions and the likes from last week. Obviously, we knew putting Blanton's on there was going to get us a little bit more engagement. I'm kind of glad that we were able to show that there are other options out there, aside from just the one brand that everybody sends you to the store for. With that being said, this week we're going to unroll all of 2023's Larceny Barrel Proof. So we've got A batch, B batch, and C batch.
A hot topic right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks to Minnick. Right. Controversy.
Yeah, Minnick dropped 2 of these in his top 4 of his 100. What was it? The A batch?
The A123 and the C923 were in his top 5. They might have been both in his top 3.
They were both in the top 4.
Because I thought he had like some old Prohibition.
That's what it was.
And then I thought the next 2 were Larceny Barrel Proof, but I could be wrong.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Okay, yeah, I think you're right on that. But anyway, Larceny Barrel Proof. It's I'm a fan of it. It's basically Heaven Hill's weeded version, right? So like you've got. I mean, Heaven Hill puts out so much stuff, right? But Larceny is one of their weeded versions of their good stuff. But we're going to do all 3 of these. We're going to see where they land in our top 3. We're going to try to rank them. We've done this tasting before. We've blinded them before, but I think we're dealing with one neck pour this time. Last time, I don't think we had any neck pours. And I remember the results of the last one, but I'll say that after the show. After we're done, just to see if they're close. Yeah, my uncle sent us with a bottle. I have no idea what it is. Phil has no idea what it is. He literally gave me a sample bottle with no label. And yes, I know you want your bottle back. I'll bring it back to you when we're done with it.
The sample bottle?
He wants a sample bottle back, so I'll bring it back to him.
Okay.
Apparently, we kept the last one, so I
always toss them.
I'll
keep
keep
them.
If there's no label on it, I'll rinse them and use them for something else. But I'll bring you your bottle back. So we have zero idea what we're going to drink, so we're going to rank it, but it's not going to be part of the Larceny Barrel Proof tasting. We're gonna do that after, just to kind of see where that lands. And I will put a clip at the end of the video as to what it was, and that way, because we have no clue. But that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started.
Just consider this your definitive Larceny Barrel Proof ranking. Forget what Minnick said. Not important. This is the definitive answer to the questions you have in regards to which is better. This is it.
Undoubtedly.
One-stop shop.
Undoubtedly. One-stop shop. I'm good with it. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with red.
Red.
I love these little branded Glencairns. Cheers.
Oh, that was a hard one.
That's what she said.
Okay.
I'm going to guess that this is Larceny Barrel Proof. That's what it smells like. The tasting note I'm getting off of this is Larceny.
I don't get much breadiness.
I'm getting Larceny Barrel Proof off of this.
I get a lot of cinnamon, vanilla, a little oak. But
I've always noticed with the Larceny Barrel Proofs that it's not heavy on the bread. To say it's a weeder, it's not heavy on the bread.
I think it's because you get hit with like heavy baking spices and cinnamon and stuff like that.
Nutmeg.
That kind of overpower.
A little nutmeg, a little brown sugar.
It's also these are also pretty hefty proof.
Yeah, I think
bottles.
I know one of them I saw was 126 proof, so I'm not sure.
It smells great though.
C923 is closest to you. What's the proof on that?
126.4.
So that's the high one. The A batch.
124.4 and 125.8. So they're all between 124 and 126.
I'm going to tell you, I in general I love Larceny Barrel Proof, and any chance I get, I pick it up.
This is heavy bacon spice, cinnamon. This is right in your proof wheelhouse, man.
Man, that tastes so much like Blanton's. Just kidding.
It's good.
Fetching analysis.
It's good. It's good. That's all I've got to say.
So that one, And it's going to be hard with the first one, right? When you open up with a proof that high, I mean, it hits you. Well, so it's like it's going to initially feel hotter than what it probably is in general.
That's a lot of cinnamon spice, but I'm getting a lot of vanilla.
I get more nutmeg and brown sugar.
And then like a lingering oak on the finish at the end.
Lingering what?
Oak.
Okay.
So we're on 2 now?
Yeah, we're on yellow.
Yellow. Okay. I don't know. This one smells spicier.
It smells like Larceny Barrel Proof. You know, the point is to breathe in, not breathe out. I see you fogging that glass up over there.
Breathe in and out. You can't continually breathe in without breathing out. You'll die. This nose smells a little less sweet, a little more spice.
This one is actually... I find that this one has a little less on the heat, but that also could be because it's my second taste. But
I feel like this one's hotter.
And I don't. I feel like this is a little bit softer. It lingers. Like it lingers more.
Yeah, it's a longer finish.
Definitely has a longer finish.
I feel like it's a little hotter, a little spicier.
And then I'm gonna jump.
I mean, that's like the first one with the cinnamon, but like.
Well, I want to jump to blue because I want to have them really close in sequence just because they're so similar. I'm just kind of curious to see if I'll be able to identify. Now, I'm gonna tell you, yellow definitely to me has a bit of I've still got it. I've still got it on my palate. I don't think red lingered as long. No, so this one has so blue has the sweetest nose to me. I'm getting vanilla, caramel. I'm definitely getting brown sugar.
Okay.
I
mean, I agree that it's sweeter, but I think maybe because I might be getting a little fruit.
Maybe.
A little berry, I think.
Maybe. I get more spices. I get more baking spice on this one. More sugar, more baking spice. This one smells like. Yeah, this one. Best. This one
is the weediest.
Best nose.
This one I'm getting a little bread on. So this is the closest we've had to a traditional weeder.
So right off the top, blue is my favorite.
Okay.
Blue is my favorite. It's like it's not even close for me. It's a distinct. And I'll guess that this is A123 just because I've had A123 and I love it.
I feel like
I've always felt like C923 when I've had it. It had more of the ethanol burn versus the A123 that had more of the wheat, more of the bready, like full profile.
I've always felt like the B523 was the wheatiest.
Did you?
Yeah, the breadiest.
I remember.
It was also the first Larceny Barrel Proof I've had, so it might be tainted by that. The fact that.
So I think my first one I had was B521, and I thought it was spectacular. I remember the first time I had it, it was at my uncle's house, and we poured it. I'm pretty sure it was a B batch, and it was definitely at least 2 or 3 years ago. And I just remember how potent it was. I'm like, oh my god, it's just full of flavor.
The general consensus seems to be that Larceny, the Larceny Barrel Proofs, like Heaven Hill is slowly getting better at making the barrel proofs. Like
blue is fantastic. Blue is unanimous #1 for me. Like I say unanimous.
I'm not so sure.
Blue is like undeniably #1 for me. First place.
I can see that because you're a weeder fan.
I like wheat and proof.
That's got the most bread notes on it.
Fine. All right, so we'll go backwards then.
Okay.
No, wait, you're going back to blue. I don't have it.
Well, that's the last plate. You drank all of them?
I like it, man. Yeah, it's sweet. It's got the sweetness that I like. It's got the full flavor profile that I like, and the nose is there. I could drink that every day. If I could have a barrel of that sitting in my living room, I would.
Fair enough.
So I'm going to jump to yellow here, just because I want to do it while I've still got the linger.
Okay.
It's got blue has a long finish, but it's not it's not a changing finish. It just kind of it stays with you, and it's just it just stays good.
Okay,
so now yellow smells sweeter than it did earlier.
Yeah. Which one's the one I said I smelled a little berry on? Was it blue?
Mm-hmm.
It might be this one.
So yellow, yeah, yellow. So. I get the most ethanol on yellow. Yellow's.
You think yellow's the hottest?
I think yellow's the. No, originally I thought red was the hottest, but yellow, it's got the longest finish. So it feels like on the side of my tongue, it just feels like it's just latched on. Whatever that is, yellow is. It feels like it's latched on my tongue. I don't hate it.
This one's hanging around a while.
That's kind of what I'm going with.
Yeah, it's hanging around.
So then we'll switch back to red real quick.
So, I mean, it might just come back to, you know... Now, keep in mind, one of them is neck pour. How much that makes a difference, I really don't know. I really don't. I know it's probably will get better after sitting out a while, but this one smells great, man.
They all smell great.
No, this one just smells really good.
All right, I'm going with red being the hottest.
Okay.
But again, if this is the neck pour, that makes sense. But no, blue is my favorite. I'm having a hard time picking second place.
These don't taste totally different to you going backwards?
Mm-mm.
They do to me. I'm getting a lot more wheat this time around. On all of
them. Blue is still the weediest. Weediest. Eat your weediest.
Going back through, this one might be the hottest.
That's what I'm saying. I think red's the hottest.
So this one might be, like, I know you like the hot ones.
I do, but I mean...
And then this one's got the longest finish, and this one's got the profile you like. Yeah. So they all kind of have a...
They all hit on something. So my ranking...
then you got to determine
the way
which is most important to you.
The way my palate's adjusted today, I'm going blue, yellow, red.
Blue, yellow, red.
That's where I'm going with it. I mean, honestly, and I could flip red and yellow. So, like, if you picked blue, red, yellow, I could flip it and do opposite of you. All of them are delicious. I have zero issues with any of them. I just find that blue is the most complex. God, I hope I've got some more in there. Yeah.
I mean, to me, blue's lacking in the spices.
And I feel like it's a spice bomb.
I don't feel
it doesn't have heat, but it's got spice.
It's lacking in that cinnamon spice. I think, and maybe it's because I'm not getting those spices that kind of make me feel like it's, you know.
So where are you ranking them?
I think I'm going to go blue last, man.
No way.
I think I am.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go blue last, and it's going to be a fight between these two. These two are a little closer to me. They both got that sweetness. They both got the spice that I like.
Any guess? You have any guess on what they are? I'm going to guess Larceny Barrel Proof.
We weren't going to guess, but I guess we'll...
I'm guessing...
I'm going to guess blue's B523 just because it's giving me less spice, more wheat, and that's just what I remember the first time I had it.
And we don't have to guess at all of them, just for the sake of time. I'm going to guess that blue is A123 just because of how soft on the palate it is for being that high of a proof.
I'm going to guess this is A123 yellow.
Okay.
Because it's very similar to red. I feel like red straight a little hotter, a little spicier.
Yeah, so I'm going blue, yellow, red. It's hard, man.
I tell you what,
I can go blue. You know what? I'm going to switch it.
I might go in the exact order.
I'm switching it. I'm going backwards. I'm going blue, red, yellow. Just after having that last swig of yellow, I'm going blue, yellow, blue, red, yellow.
I think I'm going red, yellow, blue. It could go yellow, red, blue. So right now I'm feeling red.
So your order is going that way. So I'll do the same.
So this is 1, 2, 3. So I'm basically ranking them in the order we drank them.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, and I'm not even close. Like we're like I think every one of ours is completely backwards. So blue, red, yellow.
So you're going blue first. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go blue in first place. Do you want to do the?
Yes, I do. I want to do it while this is fresh on my mind, but I also don't want to leave any of this to waste.
I sure as shit didn't leave any to waste.
feeling this one right now.
It's getting darker later. I'm good with it. I love it.
These are close, though, man.
He is the slow one when it comes down to picking. My bad. I babble, and he's just slow with his picks.
Ranked them.
You did, but now you're just
finished.
Okay, well, let's move on to the next task at hand. Next task at hand shall be these fancy Nexus title, sponsored Nexus title, Glencairns. You know, when you did that, yeah, you just spiked.
I just spiked it. I just blew the mic.
So we're gonna delve into these beautiful Nexus title branded Glencairns. This is the sample bottle that my uncle gave me this morning. I have no clue what it is. Phil, do you have any clue what it is?
You would know more than I would.
He would not tell me.
I had
although
no idea you were even coming in with anything.
I didn't either. He called me this morning. I'm going to tell you that nose is sweet, and I'm going to tell you it's wheated. Just based on the bread. You get bread? I would hope he would stick to a bread note, knowing that we were going to do a Larceny tasting.
It's Russell's Reserve 13 year.
It's not wheated.
Rank it last place.
It's not in the rankings.
It's last place. You said we're ranking it.
I said we'll see how it lands, but it's not.
You said at the beginning of the show we're ranking it.
This is not a Larceny Barrel Proof, so I mean, shit, it might be. That would be my uncle to play a fast one on us like that, right?
I mean, but sweet, but it's not like a little fruity.
It's bread. It's bread on bread on bread.
If I were gonna guess, just a weeder that your uncle has would be.
Would you go Michter's?
No,
I don't think.
I hope it would.
I don't think Michter's has a weeder, do they?
Put me on the spot there, bud.
Do you know?
Do I know if they have a weeder?
I don't know. I don't know if Michter's has a weeder. I know they got toasted,
so,
but I don't think they've got. I don't think they actually have a weeder.
No. What is the one that we had?
The purple top Willet.
No. Bernheim. Yes,
I remember having the Bernheim, and I wasn't super impressed with it. This is good. It's just not. I don't think it compares to those three. It's got a longer finish. No, I can't even say that. It's got a longer finish than blue, but it's not. It doesn't have the finish of yellow. Like, you know how yellow had that one that just lasted. What are you getting out of it? I mean, I'm getting just straight bread out of it.
And what did you get from the Bernheim?
Pretty much straight bread and ethanol. Bread and ethanol. That's what I was getting from the Bernheim. From what I remember, that's been a while.
Straight bread from this. But it's not.
But I'm not getting the crazy ethanol from in this the way I did last time. It could be Bernheim.
I have no clue what this is. I mean, a little heat.
I'm getting heat. I'm getting bread.
I'm not getting any of this.
I get no cinnamon.
Not getting any of the. And I
It hits
can't.
me on
And I'm not sure if I'm not getting bacon spices or just in relevance to what we just had before that. That it seems like I'm getting no baking spices. But it's bread.
That's what I'm telling you. It's and I don't know. I don't dislike it. I don't think it competes with blue for me.
It depends. Like, what are you going for? Are you going for what do I want to drink? Are you going for like, because this to me, this has got to be weeded.
That's all I taste is wheat.
And if you like weeder and you want to weed it and you're in the mood for weeded, this is going to hit the spot.
Well, I think in general what I like, and I'm kind of dialing in a little bit more on what I like is I like a weeder with a higher corn content. I think I like the wheat with the sweetness of the corn. So kind of like your Wellers. I think Wellers in general have a higher corn content, but they're wheated. And I think that's why I like the 107 so much. But anyway,
how much heat are you getting on this?
It's hot.
You think it's hot?
I think it's hot. I don't think it's 130 proof.
I think it's in the 120 plus range.
I think it's in the 120 plus range. I do. I you know what? Like, let's say 118 plus. I would say 118. I would say it's 118 or above. It's not my favorite.
It's like if a weeded bourbon had a baby with a weeded bourbon.
I don't get a lot of bourbon out of it. It's more whiskey to me. Like, it tastes more whiskey to me. It doesn't have that corn profile. If that makes any sense, right? Like, it doesn't have that corn sweetness that I tend to like. Phil and I have a hunch. Our hunch is Bernheim Barrel Proof. It is. So we nailed that. Okay, so that's kind of what we were thinking. All right, cool. Well, thanks. Appreciate it, and we will tell you when the show is ready. Bye. We nailed that one.
Okay,
so that's good. That's good to know because that means we're pretty darn good. When you said Bernheim, that's all. Well, I was thinking it was just all it was bread, and but I remember.
Wait, are we out of the hard cut?
Yeah, we're out of the hard cut. We've been out of the hard cut.
I mean, it's not been out, but like it's super bready. I think like if you were saying like I'm really in the mood for a weeder tonight, you had this one, it would hit the spot.
I agree to a certain extent, but if I've got that in the closet next to Larceny Barrel Proof, I'm gonna. But again, for those of you that don't know, Bernheim is a Heaven Hill product. It's a Heaven Hill. What did I tell you? Did I tell you I don't get the bourbon out of it? I get more whiskey out of it because it doesn't have the corn in it.
I mean, whenever you said bread, I got bread. It just tasted like bread.
All right, so all right, let's go ahead and get the rankings done. Okay, so let's see. All right, from left to right, from your computer. Don't screw this up this week.
From my computer.
Don't screw this up like you did last week. Am I looking at my desk,
or am I looking at from my computer?
From the conference table. From the conference table, looking at your desk. Don't screw it up again. Left, blue.
Blue. B523.
No kidding. Okay.
Yeah, that's the.
Okay, sweet. Then my palate liked the B-Batch this week. Number 2 would have been red.
2 is C923.
Okay, so then that leaves yellow as A123, and I ranked it last today. Wow.
I did C923, A123, and B523.
Okay, well, I mean, that's slightly disappointing for me because I just know how good that A batch was.
They were very... The A and the C were closer for me than the B.
Well, apparently...
Just because, I mean, I've just got the spices from the A and the C that I didn't get from B. So B was kind of what A and C were to me, but it didn't do the baking spices and cinnamon, so it just seemed a little less complex. And these hung around a little longer, had a little longer finishes for me. Okay.
Well, I mean, listen, like I said, a little disappointed that the A didn't do as well as it did last. So last time we did it, it actually went A, B, C. When we did the blind at your house, it went A batch, B batch, C batch, and all of us ranked it the same. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you like what we're doing, hit a like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell notification. It really helps us out. We've got some pretty cool stuff that we've got coming in the future. You're going to start seeing some of our guests show back up. Todd's going to be coming on pretty soon. I think Todd...
I have no idea what we're doing in the future.
I think Todd and Phil came up with a really cool idea, but we're gonna just leave that up for surprise. But thanks for tuning in. We will catch you guys next week, and enjoy it.
Anything puts you in a better mood, it's always alcohol.
Not me.
Oh, yeah. When you think you're dying, alcohol. When you're mad, alcohol. When you're sad, alcohol.
I don't know about that when I'm mad.
When you're trying to give up alcohol,
alcohol.
A little bit of
alcohol. My uncle gave us a... What?
Nothing. You're just having a little bit.
Weediest. Eat your weediest.
Good.
Fetching analysis.
It's good.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Thanks for joining us. I'm Eric. This is Phil. What is your problem?
Alright, let's do this.
What happened?
I didn't feel right saying ho 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 again.
Why?
I don't know. It just didn't. It just felt too rehearsed. Didn't feel natural.
You understand? Every time you do this, like whenever I have a hard cut, it's a pain in the ass to try to sync.
Oh, so your 20-minute fuck around sessions not the problem?
No.
Oh no.
No, it's not.
It's always. Put me on the spot there, bud.
Do you know?
There is a way. Ready when you are, bud.